let's talk about a word that causes a whole lot of stress for anyone learning a new language: fluency. We all want it, right? But what if the way we've been thinking about it is just completely wrong? What if chasing perfection is the very thing holding you back? Okay, first things first, let's just get this out on the table. Fluency isn't grammar. I mean, think about it. Native speakers, we mess up our grammar all the time. It just happens. And it is an accent. This is a big one. It is definitely not about having some kind of perfect accent. You know, from London to Lagos, from Sydney to Seattle, there are countless totally valid English accents. The goal isn't to sound like someone else, it's to sound like you speaking English. So if it's not about being perfect, then what is it about? It's about this: comfort, rhythm, and confidence. True fluency, the kind that actually feels good, is built on these three things. And that's what we're going to break down today. For way too long, so many of us have been caught in what I call the fluency trap. It's this non-stop chase for an impossible standard, this idea of perfection, and honestly, it usually does a lot more harm than good. So, it's really worth asking yourself, what are you really chasing when you say you want to be fluent? Is that goal actually realistic, or is it just some ideal that's creating a ton of unnecessary pressure? This slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? The myth we're sold is that we need perfect grammar, a native accent, and zero mistakes, ever. But what happens when we chase that myth? What's the actual result? It's speaking anxiety. It's that constant hesitation. It's this crippling fear of being judged. The myth itself is what stops us from ever speaking up. Okay, so let's just agree to throw that whole old model out the window. It's time for a new, way healthier, and much more achievable goal for all of us. This is it. This is the new goal. True fluency is simply the ability to communicate your ideas and connect with other people comfortably and effectively. That is it. The goal is connection, not performance. It's about being understood, not about being perfect. So how do we get there? Well, we focus on these three pillars. First, we have to build comfort. Then we find our rhythm. And from those two things, that's where genuine confidence comes from. It's a clear path forward. So let's talk about the foundation for all of this, which is comfort. This is all about just giving yourself permission to be an imperfect human being who is learning a language. This quote just says it all. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Every mistake you make is just proof that you're trying, that you're learning. So laugh at them. Honestly, being kind to yourself is the fastest way to improve. Now, once you start feeling more comfortable, you can focus on rhythm. A language isn't just a set of rules in a textbook. It has a flow, a kind of musicality to it. And finding that rhythm is the real key to sounding natural. And here are some super practical ways to do that. Start listening for the pauses and the melody of the language, not just memorizing words. Learn common phrases or chunks that native speakers use automatically. And please, don't be afraid of natural fillers like or they're part of the music. The goal is just to mimic that natural flow. And this brings us to our final pillar, confidence. Now, this isn't something you can just force. It's the natural result of feeling comfortable and finding your rhythm. And it all comes from understanding one simple truth. Your message is more important than your mistakes. Say it again. Your ideas, your story, your personality, that is what truly matters. People are listening to what you have to say. They're not hunting for your errors. When you really focus on your message, the fear of making mistakes just starts to fade away. So, here it is. Your new focus. Your new mindset. Aim for comfort, not perfection. Listen for rhythm, not just rules. And above everything else, value connection over correction. This is how people who are truly fluent think. So I'll leave you with a final thought. Ask yourself this question, and be serious about it. What's the idea you would share, the story you would tell, or the conversation you would start if you simply weren't afraid of being wrong? The answer to that question? That is where your fluency truly begins.